Hello everyone, I'm Matthias, and in this video I'm going to show you the new feature in Toro that allows you to remotely debug applications which are deployed as KVM QEMU micro VM guests. In this case, I'm going to show you the debugging of the microservice named static web server that just serves HTTP requests. In this demo, we are going to use as development host at left and a deployment host at right. The development host is a Windows 10 with Lazarus and Free Pascal. The deployment host is a Debian 10 with KVM guests. In the development host, the application is compiled and then it is deployed in the Debian host as a Toro guest by using QEMU micro VM machine. In addition, I use a Ceph cluster to store the binaries and files for the guest. When the appliance is launched, it waits for the GDB client and then it continues the execution. Toro includes a built-in GDB stub that allows the remote debugging of the application. Let's see how this works all together. So the first step is to compile the static web server application. Here I am in Lazarus and I'm going to do it by running run and then compile. Once the application is compiled, I'm going to transfer the binary to the remote host. To do that, I'm going to use WinSP. The next step is to launch the instance. To do that, first I need to launch virtualFS, then socket, and finally the static web server by using Clouded. You can see here that I am forwarding the serial port to the TCP port 1234. This is the port that I have to connect the GDB client. Then I go back to Lazarus and I set the breakpoints that I want. For example, I'm going to set the breakpoint in the line 265 that is going to be catched when a new request arrives. I'm going also to set up a breakpoint when the file that has been requested is processed. So I'm going to put the breakpoint in the line 162. To run the application, I go to run and then run. You can see now that the breakpoint is enabled and the application is running. So we're going to request a website in order to capture a breakpoint. So we go back to the remote host and we use wget to get index.html. We can see here that the breakpoint has been catched. We can just run and see that the next breakpoint has been catched. At left, in the entry variable, we can see that the index.html has been requested. Click on run and the request has been answered. We're going to change the files just to see if the variables reflects correctly what has been requested. So let's just do this. The breakpoint is catched again, so we'll do run. And then we can see index.html as has been requested. We do run and for sure the file has been not defined. Let's do it again. So now we're going to do index.html again. The breakpoint is catched. We do run. At the top, at left, we can see the stack and also the values of the local variables. In addition, instead of using breakpoints, we can do step-by-step execution. So for example, let's click on step over. And we can see that now the breakpoint has been catched in the beginning of the sysstat file. So for example, we can do another step over to move to the next slide. We can see here the value of each local variable too at left. I hope you enjoyed this demo. See you soon.